Welcome back to my series on the shards of Adonalsium, where I'm telling you about Adonalsium and the 16 shards of Adonalsium formed after the shattering. Their vessels, what have they been up to, where are they now, and what do I think they're going to do? First thing you need to know about Ruin is that it is one of the original shards of Adonalsium. It represents destruction, decay, entropy. Going forward, this is going to be spoilers for all of the Cosmere. This is mostly background things, but this is going to be, in this video, huge spoilers for certain series. And I'm not going to tell you which, because to tell you which would be a spoiler. Now, that we're all clear, and we're all big boys and big girls and big non-binary pals, we're going to talk about this. So, what I'm hearing is that you want to know about Ruin. Ruin was picked up by A.T., by all accounts, a nice, gentle, kind fellow. A.T. and a buddy of his named Laris, who took up the shard Preservation, all about maintaining, really Ruin's opposite. They decided, all the vessels have agreed we should go our separate ways, kind of like a certain series that all decided to go their separate ways. That'd be a spoiler, though. We're not talking about that. They decided they're going to go their own separate ways. Everybody goes their own quadrants of the Cosmere, a dwarf galaxy. Well, immediately, A.T. and Laris think, it'd be more fun. What if we made a planet and we filled it with people? That'd be so much fun. And they did. They split their power and they used it to create and destroy, because Preservation can't create by himself and Ruin can't create by himself, but together they are capable of creation. And so they make the planet Scadrial. That is the home of the Mistborn planet. The nature of Ruin brings to that planet a part of the magic system that we now know as hemalurgy. That has its origins in kind of that negative, I'm destroying you to gain power. In addition, we know that Preservation never really liked the idea of Ruin and Preservation's deal. Haven't brought that up yet. See, the deal was, let's make a planet and then one day destroy it. That's how Ruin went along with this plan, because you can't destroy something unless it exists. So it's like they were going to build the biggest Lego castle, and then Ruin was going to get to smash it. And then Preservation went, no, let's not smash it, actually. And we'll talk more about what Preservation did on their end. But ultimately, they trapped Ruin in a cycle for thousands of years on the planet Scadrial at that Well of Ascension. And eventually, in the events of Hero of Ages, A.T. was killed. Ruin was not splintered. Splintered is a term which means the shard's power dissipates such that no one can take it up. But in the moment that A.T. dies, that power then exists in an obtainable form. And it's kind of like somebody drops the ball in a game. You run up and pick the ball up. And we know that the wonderful man, myth, legend, Sazed goes up, picks up Ruin, picks up Preservation, and unites them together into a new shard called Harmony. So, depending on who you ask, Silverlight scholars, realmatic theorists, cosmonauts are going to have different opinions on this. Me personally, Ruin goes away at that point. If it ever separates out again, we can talk about Ruin the Shard. In my humble opinion, as of Hero of Ages, Ruin is gone. We now have 15 or 17 shards of Adonalsium. 17 named shards, 15 currently existing shards by our count. Some of them have been splintered and the power is just kind of sitting out in space. We'll talk about those in future videos. But Ruin has been combined together, merged into a new shard called Harmony or Discord. And therefore, we don't have a lot more to think about with Ruin. We can speculate that someday it might be pulled out again, or even united with a third or fourth shard. But for now, that's where we have to leave the shard Ruin. Let me know what other shards you want to know about, and let me know any questions, comments, thoughts, or quandaries you have in the comments below.